we have made Archie the manager of Stoke. We're going to make him the manager of Aston Villa. And this is me saying hopefully he gets better, because at the moment he's been quite sick. So, Archie, I hope you get better. And I hope that you get well and recover properly. So I thought it would be nice to do a Aston Villa rebuild with you as the manager. So we are going to do the Aston Villa career mode now. The rules are simple. We have to win the Champions League with Aston Villa, and we're going to do it for Archie. The rules are simple. We have to win the Champions League with the team we're doing. In this case, it's Aston Villa, and we can't play a game, so hopefully we can do it. We have a decent youth academy. We have this dude. He is Peruvian. Marquinhos, I don't know how to pronounce that. We have Cortet, the Fiendish. But Ascosu, again I probably butchered that. The Ghanaian dude has 66 to 92 potential, so I have high hopes for him. The team is looking quite good, and might have to learn out Jacob Ramsey, because obviously he's a really good talent and one for the future. I think he'll be good anyway. The Villa Street team is strong. I would love to have had Douglas Luiz. I don't think that's who they signed the centre back, but you know what I mean. It would be good to have some of their new signings. But hey ho, we can still make use of the team. We have sold Lucas Digne to PSG, the first departure of the club. We make a double signing by signing Ben Godfrey from Everton for 29 million, and sign a big left back to replace Digne, who's younger and Brazilian, Renan Lodi from Atletico Madrid. At the end of the window, we spent 83.9 million and sell 44.3 million. You see why I sold Digne and how he was worth the same as Lodi, who's younger, so it virtually makes no sense to do. And as well, it also helped fund sign Godfrey as well. So this is the squad going into the season. You might be saying, where's a few players? I just learned out Jacob Ramsey, so he could get some game time. So hopefully he'll grow to his potential and maybe next season overtake Douglas Luiz, depending on his season, because he got sold in real life, I think, but he is a good player. So let's find out how we do halfway through the season. Halfway through the season, we were only 11th, but as you see correctly, if we win one game, we go above Spurs and Man United. So I guess it's not as how the table reads. Although, who is rebuilding West Ham? Why are West Ham first? What? This is ridiculous. What's going on there? Halfway through the season, you can see all the teams getting on. A bit of growth for Lodri, a bit of growth for Lodi. Who's been playing centre mid if Douglas Luiz isn't? What? At the end of the season, we only finished 11th, but again, one win could have got us all the way to 10th, which would have been ahead of Spurs. But at the top of the league is Liverpool. For some reason, Arsenal up there. FA Cup, won by Man City. Oh, you just had to beat us, Liverpool. We lose 3-2 in the semi-final. Oh. We're nowhere to be seen in the Carabao Cup by the looks of things. We go to Crystal Palace. Super Cup is won by Chelsea. Inter vs Real Madrid, the Champions League for final. Leicester vs Barca, the Europa League. And SK Slavia Praha vs Fenerbahce, the conference. Also, who got the most goals? Oh, look at Lodi and Godfrey. Lucas Luiz has gone up quite a lot as well. And McGinn. Watkins. So Ings, 18 goals. Bailey, 12. Again, a lot of upgrades. And Buendia, 12. Joint with Watkins. Actually, there's 3 people joined for the second. Meaning that technically McGinn's third. And let's see. Buendia most assists. Then Coutinho. Then Ings. Wait, no, Coutinho and Buendia joined technically. Then Bailey, McGinn are third. But I can't be bothered reading all that. Our highest rated is now Martinez and Lodi, so good investments, because I don't think Digne could have grown that much. But yeah, I think it was a good investment in Godfrey, even though he might have been a bit overpriced. But that's just how business works. And how much is... Oh, Ramsey's 76 now. Maybe one more season would work, but I don't want to waste his entire career. We have sold Danny Ings to Inter and the Canberra to Hoffenheim so far. We signed Alexander Isak. We've been saving up. We sold a few of the lesser players and, of course, Ings. And we signed Isak on a 5-year deal. This is a good talent to have in our team. We signed Gomes from, of course, Newcastle. He almost joined them in real life, I believe, because I think it was on a free contract or something, unless I'm thinking of a different player. But again, it's good to have another big signing. At 83 overall, this will be a big one. At the end of this window, we spend 121 million, sell 53 million pounds worth of players, but the main one being Ings. The others were like 7 million departures. That's why I never really shown them. Otherwise, there's been a lot of them. But let's find out how we're doing halfway through the season. What? Halfway through the season, we are 4th, made up. Hopefully, we can maintain that form. And in fact, a win would put us 2nd. So actually, Liverpool have a game in hand, but Chelsea doing terrible. At this stage, it's Brighton, Bournemouth, and Sheffield going down. And unfortunately, we did fail to get to Champions League position, but at least we get Europa League. The FA Cup is won by Liverpool. We go to West Ham. Carabao Cup won by Norwich. We lost on pens to Man United. Super Cup's won by Inter. Liverpool vs City is the Champions League final. Europa League finals, Genk vs Sociedad. And Atalanta vs Nice is the Conference League, which is where we are, or Europa League, depends on how the season went. Because sometimes it just doesn't work properly. And this team is looking great now. We have a 85 Martinez, 85 Concert, 82 Godfrey, 88 Lodi, 83 Cash, 85 Bailey, 84 Gwenda, 81 Douglas Luiz, 84 Brian Dia, 86 Isaac, and 82 Watkins. So we can see our goal scoring stats. I'll be disappointed if Isaac's not up there. Okay, he's joined 2nd, but surprisingly Bailey gets the most. But we probably just need more positions for goals, but Lodi, fair play, you're the left back and scored a lot. Well, a few. Wendy gets the most assists with Bailey, Isaac, and Wineros. So that's the end of this season. Hopefully this time we'll be able to get Europa League, definitely, or maybe even sneak a Champions League position. We sell Tyrone Mings to Napoli. He's hit 30 now, so we really couldn't have gotten any more out of it. Real Sociedad have signed the Argentinian captain, Martinez. It's sad, but we're going to have to get a big replacement. I told you a big replacement was coming. We signed Aaron Ramsdale for 72 million. He'll be a good goalkeeper. We signed Conor Gallagher from Crystal Palace. I guess he must have activated some buyout clause or something. No, not a buyout clause, a agree to buy clause. Anyway, we signed him for 61 million with a 5-year contract. I know he's only 83, but he can definitely grow. Oops, I don't know what I've just been told there. Nope, we're not selling Isaac. Anyway, at the end of the window, we spent 133 million, sell 75 million pounds worth of players. Let's see how others are doing. Draxler's the UK sign. I mean, they did get rid of their best centre back. A lot going in, but at the same time, more quantity as they sell 98 million pounds worth of players. A normal season window. Again, normal. Yeah, why have Fulham got 72 million? How did the Leeds financially afford Upham and Corner? Oh my gosh, never mind, I spoke too soon. Again, I mean, they're all old, I guess. Seriously, that's it. Only Locatelli, Tubby. I mean, that's just normal for Man United. Why are Middlesbrough in the Prem? What? Is that Luis Suarez? Hold up, is that Luis Suarez at Southampton? No, but it's a South American Suarez. And hey, let's find out how we're doing halfway through the season. Halfway through the season, we are third. Good start. 1 point behind first, which is good. And, okay, no, we don't have the best goal differential, but hey ho. On the other end, it's Everton, Middlesbrough, and Crystal Palace in relegation zone. Let's go. We are in the Champions League for the 2024 season. That's really good. West Ham also sneak a position. City get Conference League. Spurs get no Europe whatsoever. And relegated is Middlesbrough, Crystal Palace, and West Brom. Bournemouth win the FA Cup. Why at Ipswich? Well, considering this episode's made for Archie, Ipswich all the way in the semi-finals. Oh gosh. We're usually actually... Okay, never mind. We did play Liverpool. United win this cup. Oh, we go out... Why do we always go back out on pens? And why is Hedwig FC off Harry Potter there in Portsmouth? Man City do win the Super Cup. Liverpool vs PSG is the Champions League final. We on to the Europa League final. Oh, we done at Barcelona. We were 3-1 ahead on aggregate and then lost 4-0. Oh, that's sad. And finally, AZ vs Toronto is the Conference League. And here's the moment of truth. Oh, yeah. So I'm guessing when Dia was injured, which probably... Actually, I don't even think that's how you pronounce it. But I'm guessing that's why he... Well, he isn't that high rated on form. Gallagher, I told you he'd grow. Isaac, 88. Watkins, 84. Unfortunately, our first signing is looking like to be the next on the chopping block, and unless Watkins starts to grow. But I told you, you might have doubted me at the start, saying, "Why have you just sold your best player, who's 84, for 40 million to sign a player called Lodi for 42 million, who we know is a flop at Juventus? Atletico. Look who's laughing now. Hey, hey." Oh yeah, we need to see our stats, don't we, before I go to next season. Most goals goes to Isaac, Watkins, then Bailey. Most assists goes to Buendia, Conor Gallagher, and then Isaac. So, I'm guessing Isaac's our most expensive player. Yeah, he is, by a mile. Guys, I'd like to say we signed the best defender in the world at this stage. We signed Matthijs de Ligt for only 124 million. And considering he's still 24 and 89 overall, why is he that cheap? I mean, it's still a lot of money, but you get the point. At the end of the window, we spent 124 million. The others were just free contracts, and the others were just minor players we sold. Guess Courtney House and Gilbert's highest rated. Also, it's my first reaction to the Champions League group. I haven't seen it yet, so let's see it. Okay, no, that's not good. You might say, what's too bad about it? Copenhagen are the best Danish team, Porto are arguably the best Portuguese, and Wolfsburg one of the better Germans, so... Okay. I'd rather... Actually, no, wouldn't rather be in that group. Definitely wouldn't want to be in that group. Okay, no. Maybe just because Ferencváros TC aren't that good. I'd be in there because the only teams there would be Valencia and possibly Shakhtar Donetsk. Okay, wouldn't want to be lodged in there. And okay, a few groups I would rather be in, and quite a lot of others I wouldn't. So let's find out how we do halfway through the season. Halfway through the season, we sit second, so I'm made up. I know we had some big signings and all, but we're unbeaten at this stage. Just that we drew more than City. That's good and bad, but this stage Burnley, Sheffield and Newcastle are going down. Let's see though how we finish. Also 98 manager rated. Hire Archie as the Villa boss already, please. We lost the league on goal differential. That is annoying. One less draw could have won us the league, but at least second's good, I guess. Burnley, West Ham. Geez, they were actually good at some stage. And Bournemouth go down. Oh, we win the FA Cup. That's our big silverware of the season. We beat Barnsley 3-0. I don't even know why Barnsley in the final in the first place. And we win the Carabao Cup. It's the domestic double. I mean, I don't think Fulham stood a chance. In Champions League group, we go unbeaten, only draw in one game. I'm just going through the group so you can see who all went through. So, first round, we beat Juventus 4-1, jeez. We then beat Valencia 4-3. Wait, I thought Apollo beat Milan. What's going on there? Why couldn't we get Apollo, but we still beat Juventus? So we get Bayern Munich, Liverpool, or Leverkusen. Come on, Leverkusen. We were that close to the final. And of course, the final is between Bayern and Liverpool. For Europa League, the Conference League, and the Super Cup. Oh, Liverpool are the two-time are looking for another Champions League. That is sad though. We got all the way to the semis in our first season, but let's see our squad, and then next season we'll come out even stronger. Ooh, that's good. At 87, Matty Cass, 88 Conser, 90 Delit, 91 Loddy, 87 Wendia, 88 Gallagher, 84, okay, that's our weak spot. Bailey, 89. Watkins has grown massively, and Isaac's still killing it. Let's see who got the most goals for us then. I think we can win it next season, depending on how our season goes. 33 goals in one season for Watkins, 26 for Isaac, and 21 for Bailey. Most assists goes to Conor Gallagher, then Bailey, then Buendia. Come on, who's the most expensive now? Loddy. Oh, that's different. That's very different. Very different indeed. Take this one, Birmingham fans. This isn't controversial. We signed Jude Bellingham for 143 million with a 5-year deal. It looks like they're probably going to unretire his shirt number. Unfortunately, we have sold Ollie Watkins to Brighton. I know you might be saying, what an idiotic move, but 110 million for a 29-year-old who, what is he, 86 overall, 110 million at 29. Could we get any more out of him, really, considering he can't really grow? Anyway, sorry guys, especially Archie, because I'm sure he's his favourite player, but I promise we'll get a good replacement. We signed Lebov, I don't know how to pronounce that. I believe he is the Kareem Benzema regen. I know he doesn't look it, but his ratings scream it, so this will be a good addition to the team. We spend 345 million and sell 139 million pound worth of players by the end of this window. Let's see how we do halfway through the season. Also, here's our Champions League group, and we stand no chance. You know why? Because Ramsdale's injured, so I just signed a bunch of free agents and goalkeepers. That's great. Yep, we have Leverkusen, one of the best teams in Germany. At this stage could be the best Portuguese team, and at this stage could be the best Turkish team. Great. Rather be at, as long as I wasn't replacing these, I'd rather be in there. Rather be in there. Yeah, rather be in. Actually, no, I wouldn't be in there. Definitely rather be in there. Rather be in there because my favourite team in the world is there. A team Abra. So let's find out how we're doing halfway through the season actually. Houston, we have a problem. What? We're 13th. I mean, I know we had another goalkeeper, but Jesus, we fell dramatically. Why Leeds and Brighton in the top 4? Anyway, we might get sacked here. Let's find out how we're doing at the end of the season. Well, after the season was ruined with Ramsdale being injured, I'm happy with us finishing 5. I mean, 5th because he was injured for 6 months, which is ridiculous. We do win the Community Shield, that matters. Of course, we don't win the FA Cup. We went out probably like round 3, the round 5. Carabao Cup. We went out to Hull. How do you manage that? In to win the Super Cup. It's Villarreal versus Barcelona in the Champions League. You serious? We got to the semis with no goalkeeper and still can't get it when we do have the goalkeeper. We had the Juventus again. We had City top the group. We're not even going to get in the Champions League next season now. We don't even get Champions League next season. That's sad. Let's find out how our squad's looking at least. Ramsdale, at least he's went back to 90 overall, I guess. No one's happy. None of these can be bothered with Europa League. Please say at least my second choice goalkeeper's grew. Okay, at least he's grew. I'm going to have to buy a backup keeper now after this season. Disaster. Let's see our top scorer and then we'll see how we do next season. I mean, I'm surprised that we even kept our job, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, but I guess the front line just carried us. And yeah, let's see how we do it next season. Here's the end of this window. I never shown everyone because there's too many, but we did just sign a solid bench, so you can see some players we signed, some you've heard of. We did say goodbye to McGinn and Davis, but let's see how we do halfway through the season. Halfway through the season, we're still in the title race, I guess. We are second with only 6 points behind Spurs. Going down the table, Chelsea having a bad start, Leicester horrific, and at this stage it's Bournemouth, Sheffield, and Bournemouth going down. Let's see how we do at the end. We are the champions, my friend. We have won the league, although we didn't have the least losses. It's just that Spurs drew so much. Liverpool quite far down, Man United just about mid-table. I'm going down Burnley, Sheffield and Bournemouth. FA Cup's won by Man City. We go out early. Again. Did we get eliminated in round 3? We got eliminated to Derby. We got to the semi-finals of the Carabao, of course. Champions League's won by Inter. Milan won the Europa League. We go out. We had a 2-goal lead and got knocked out. Let's see our squad. And yep, quite a lot of growth. Everyone seems to be happy, it's just the board aren't. That's sad. Let's see everyone's goals. Most goals goes to Isaac, then Bailey, then Bellingham. And then most of this goes to Gallagher, Bailey, then Buendia. Let's see how I do it next season. We sign Jamil Mulisia from Bayern Munich for 121 million. He's still only 24 at this stage in the career mode, so if things go badly and we go on for ages in this career mode, he should be here till the end. I've sold the 30-year-old Buendia to Atletico Madrid, as obviously we don't need them now. We do sign Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool. He's 28, so hopefully we win it in the next 3 seasons, otherwise we might be in a bit of trouble there. Can't really do anything with this window, so I'm just gonna have to end it here and we'll see how we're doing halfway through the season. Halfway through the season. I say that and third place are quite a while behind us, but you know what I mean. We're 1 point behind City, who are top, but obviously we do a lot more than they have. Going down the table, at this stage, Brentford, West Ham and Crystal Palace getting relegated. Blackburn, fair play, you'll survive and continue, you haven't been here before. Let's see how I do by the end. We have won the league, 77 points, very good start. We won the Community Shield. We did not win the FA Cup, that goes to, what was it? Man United, jeez. Where did we go out? We lost to Southampton. The Carabao Cup, Wire Hartlepool in the final. Well, almost got to the final. Where did we go out? I'm guessing here. We lost to Bolton. Group in the Champions League. It looked like the group of death. In the round of 16. We beat Real Madrid. Okay, I think we could be in the final, yeah. Quarters, Juventus. It's either PSG, Leipzig or Spurs. I'd rather Leipzig or Spurs. We lost. We had a 1-goal lead and we lost. It's the 4th season in a row we've been to the semi-finals and lost to some team I've never heard of. Well, I've heard of Spurs, but you know what I mean. Also, the game keeps giving me Juventus for some reason. I think it's a disgrace to society that I finished in the semi-finals for the 100th season in a row. Oh, what a useful signing, Matty Cash. I mean, Trent Spin, he's the same rating as my current right back. Oh, that's great. Let's just see who the top scorer is. Isaac Newton's has got the most goals for us. That explains it all. One of our best players are sent off, and Kareem Benzema's a regen. Right, I told you it'd be a good investment signing them. Anyway, let's see how we're doing next season. Guys, we have sold Alexander Isaac for 197 million. I know this might sound stupid, but we're about to sign someone huge. So I don't have a Scooby-Doo who this dude is. Where is he? So he's 20 years old. You can't say he's Benzema's regen, but he's French. Mbappe still plays and wasn't forward. Who is this dude's regen, or is he just some sort of youth academy Einstein here? Why is he 95 overall? Does anyone have a Scooby-Doo whose regen he could be? I can't really do anything, so I'm just gonna have to hope here and see how we do halfway through the season. Halfway through the season, I like this ribbon for once. The title race hasn't been as dramatic. I mean, for some reason, Wolves are up here, and I'm sure they got relegated a few seasons ago, but who cares? Fulham have just got promoted and are up here with Sheffield, so I guess that explains everything. But at this stage, Blackburn, Burnley, and Bournemouth are going down. Actually, for all those guys who are wondering, let's find out, what's going on in the Championship. I've seen enough actually now that I see Barnsley in the top the top 6. Hull. Where did Watford? I generally never saw Watford today in the Prem. Then surely they're not here. Why is Sheffield Wednesday here? Hold up, what's went on there? I'm generally trying to find where Watford are. I'm sort of curious. Are they even in this system? They're not, are they? I'm stupid. And by the skin of our teeth, we have won the Premier League. Can't win that. Chelsea win the FA Cup. We go out to Peterborough. Oh, we lost the Carabao Cup final to Man United. How do you do that? We finished first in our group by the skin of our teeth. In the round 16, we beat Wolfsburg 5-3. I don't know why I was about to say Dortmund. Why is there a Polish team in the round of 16 which just about got eliminated to Man United? And I mean just about. Even AZ didn't stand out in this. We beat Man United 6-3 and I can get, at least they can't beat us here. At least we can't get Juventus this year. Don't tell me about to go out to Spurs again. We're in the final, and this time it was us who done the comeback. We are in the Champions League final. It took us so long. Anyway, PSG win that, so they're the reigning champions. Monaco win that. Actually, no, they don't, because the thing hasn't been played yet. So we are going to simulate a few days, and then we're going to be ready for the Champions League final. And finally, we could get our hands on it. There's no messages. It's the big game. This could be the end of everything. Time to play. We're missing Concert as well. That's quite sad. He was one of our main players, wasn't he? So I could have signed Mbappe, but instead I chose to sign Berenta. So that's a thing. Poor Mbappe doesn't even know what an Aston Villa is, though. Well, actually, at this stage he probably would, but in real life he probably doesn't. Unfortunately, no offense to Aston Villa fans. But I think you get the point. You might have heard of them, but never seen them.
Lefebvre, and players waiting in the centre.
Oh, it's a goal on Leon Bailey.
What a moment.
In real
The
life,
only
hasn't
goal
been the
that
best of
the
the signing,
Champions League
but
final.
here, the
And just
Jamaican
look
gets
at the
the
celebrations.
opening goal.
And the
By
ball
the way,
is moving
guys, this
again.
is the
And the
last ever
question is,
FIFA
how will
22
PSG
video I do on
reply
this
to that
channel,
setback?
unless, of course, I do a retro video, because at
Hakimi,
some stage this game's going to be retro,
useful
technically.
looking
Oh,
ball.
should have shot or just
Couldn't
continued
capitalise
running.
there.
But as I say, my dad's pre-ordered me FIFA
Valverde,
23,
strength and control
so
a big
I'm
part of
made
his
up
game.
and I'm thankful for it. So Dad, if you're watching, shout outs.
Mbappe!
I know that's a
Leon
bit weird
Bailey.
thing to say in the
Well,
middle of the
great
video,
read
but
there
you get
to
the point,
intercept.
guys. So some good defending.
Renan Lodi.
At this stage, we are
Can they take
in the lead,
advantage?
and it's a good chance for
Well,
Muesli.
getting in the way.
And
Superb
Bernard
save.
doesn't get the goal,
It comes to nothing in the end.
and it's out.
It has to be.
Oh, it's 2-0, and it's the new man, Bertens, who was free, who we sold Isaac to replace, who's already a few ratings higher than Isaac. You see, that PSG team would be good if it was a few years early, just in the sense that they have Valverde, Mbappe, Hakimi, Donnarumma, Timber, all these young players just at this stage not as young. Oh, it's left foot there. I still will never be able to pronounce that. That's a meme on this channel now, me trying to pronounce names. But it's the Benzema reach and he scores. I guess it's revenge on Mbappe for not joining Real Madrid.
Now he must favour the cross. Not offside by the merest of margins.
Right. Oh, that was terrible.
Might be a chance here.
Oh, it's a goal for Oyen. Who's Oyen? I've never heard of him, but he looks like he's a real player.
Well, the action continues, and no shortage of goals.
And that is half time. At this stage, we look like we could have our names on the trophy, but anything can happen. It was only the first half, but hopefully this is the title for Archie. We done the double in the domestic trophies, and now we can do the double in the main trophies, which are the Prem and the Champions League. Oh, could have been a second for Ben 10. Ben 10 more like. Actually, shouldn't say that about my own player, because that's making fun of my own team, which is not good.
Moving it forward. Renan Lodi.
Well, cross it.
Opportunity to deliver the cross.
Lodi was such a good signing. I know some of you must have been screaming, why did you sell
Luca Oyen.
why did you sell, I forgot who even it was now.
A really single-minded piece of defending.
I know that he's like a good player, but in the end, Lodi's been well more useful than he has been.
It's a neat move.
Oh, 4-1, and it's Musiala, the Bayern Munich man. 4-1. I know we've had situations like this, because I think, you know, when you watch the live simulation, you do better. So I know that we've had situations like that. I've known for career modes. Oh, it's Mbappe. But at this stage, I don't even think they have a chance of coming back. Not to jinx myself, please don't jinx me. Oh, it's 5-2, it's game over. And Charlie's came to celebrate the Champions League with me.
The ball rolling again in what has been an
I
utterly
mean,
one-sided
we've waited
match.
years for this, but I was expecting a bit of a fight for, you know, for PSG or whoever we played in the final.
Lefebvre, superb block.
It's always just been 6-2. This isn't a challenge when you're watching it live.
Could be threatening.
Okay, I think we should be safe now. Well, we are safe. I don't see them score 3 goals in 2 minutes.
Will it happen for them? And there it is.
Oh, they scored one.
But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Way. Aston Villa are now the champions of Europe. Virtually the best team in the world, aren't they? Because Club World Cup isn't in the game. And we have won the career mode, and Archie has lifted the FD Champions League. Let's just see our team before we end the video. Sorry. 5-3 battering of PSG, absolutely outperformed them. We have a 95 and 96, another 96 and 91. You can just read them, can't you? But that team is god tier. I'm surprised we didn't even win it earlier. But maybe we're just missing our main striker. Yeah, 25 goals in one season. Amazing stats. Bailey, 31, and I'm not going to even bother pronouncing his name. And Conor Gallagher gets the most assists with Bailey and Musiele tying second. And again, never going to bother pronouncing this dude's name, but he gets third. Anyway, that's the end of this video, guys. We have successfully done the challenge. I'll see you next time.